3, 2, 1, Two left, 30 at the crest, 6 wide to the crest, extra long. Tightens 3.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
The time for talk is finally finished. Because it's time to saddle up Mount Gambier, because here we go.
Fari back upstairs. Oh, McFadden on the back wheels.
Slingshots out at 2 wheel to wheel. He's on the outside of J-Mac.
Here comes TVG. Slide job on pit. Inside, also Michael Code in the 51. Inside he goes on Stansfield. So it's all rocking and rolling through turn 4. Nicola leads where Alex...
As they come on turn number 2, Jenny Line now, sneaks on the low side of Dilly into turn 3.
Stephen Lyons is the king. He wins the challenge.
Good evening, sim racing fans, and welcome to Ultimate TV. Tonight, the JR Productions and Media Midget Super League round number 4 travels to the Volusia Speedway Park. Good evening, race fans. My name is Brett Wheeler. Thank you for joining us here on this Wednesday evening. And you've already got qualifying on the program. It seems very quiet on the racetrack, so I'm just trying to get to some of the drivers. So top 20 qualifiers on the left hand side of your screen. Down the bottom left is the driver that we are currently watching. Ben Morrison, the time to beat with a 17.675. Jared Steen sits 7th quick so far with a 17.9 flat. As this next lap for Jared Steen, he's going to be a little bit quicker with a 17.843. The driver of the Rush Sim Racing at number 38 machine, Ryan Crowell, sits 13th quick. Matt Hill in the Dirt Division, number 17 car, sits 28th quick, and 40 cars have officially taken a lap time, giving us 4 heat races of 10 cars per heat, with our top 5 going through, and of course with the inversion as well. This is going to make things very, very interesting here for the 4 heat races on the program. Heat number 1, let's take a look now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for round number 4 of your JR Productions and Media Midget Super League. With the inversion, the fastest guy will start out of position 8, so on the outside of the 4th row. But and that being said, the guys that didn't time all that well will be starting off the front row, and they'll have a chance directly to make it into tonight's main event. Of course, points for qualifying heat races, and of course the C main, B main, and A main as well. Danny Vassell will start on pole. On his outside, Hayden Warrington. Trent Vardy will start inside 2nd row, out of position 3. Out of position 4, it's going to be the 78 of John Schultz. Lining up out of position 5, the 38 of Ryan Crowell starts up alongside the 010 of Lance Bainton, out of position number 6. Out of position 7, caliber 505, that'll be Nathan Clark, and Ben Morrison in caliber 97 will start position at number 8. 9th and 10th position belong to the 9 of Joel Berkeley. He starts inside of the 5th row, and Jacob Dixon will start on the outside of row number 5. Again, the driver's getting the 1 green signal this time by. Once again, we welcome you all to Ultimate Dirt TV for the JR Productions and Media Midget Super League round number 4. Again, we are live across Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, so we hope you enjoy the coverage. Of course, a big thanks to the sponsors of the series. Of course, thanks to JR Productions and Media, Rush Sim Racing, Dirt Division, TXR Engineering, as we get set for heat number 1. Now, the green flag will fly off for turn number 4, and the green flag is out. Heat 1 is underway. Vardy using the low side down the back straightaway, looking to get up on the inside. And now going for the race lead, Nathan Clark. Nathan Clark goes for a big ride. He goes upside down, going down into turn number 3. However, 8 laps of distance here in heat racing competition. And it's going to be Danny Vassell who leads lap number 1. But here comes Vardy sweeping around the outside in the number 11 machine. Warrington sits back there in 3rd. John Schultz in 4th. Joel Berkeley rounds out to top 5 with tonight's fastest qualifier, Ben Morrison. On the outside, looking in. He's bagged a whole bunch of points for qualifying. We'll see how far he can get in tonight's opening heat race of the night. Again, he did start on the outside of row number 4. He's already moved up a couple of positions, but again, now the battle is going to be on into turn number 3 and 4. The 3rd, 4th, and 5th, Warrington, Schultz, and Berkeley. Berkeley runs the low side, down into 1 and 2. As you look at Warrington up on the outside of Danny Vassell, down the back straightaway, they go. Berkeley moves into position 4. Oh, Vassell around. Schultz gets caught up in that one. Morrison and Berkeley come together on the front straightaway. Morrison with the 360. And well, the big winner out of all that one, Lance Bainton in the 010 car. He moves into position 5, and Jacob Dixon from position 10. He's now moved into the top 5 as well. He moves into position 4 in the number 3 car, and there he is getting into the back of Trent Vardy. Bainton down low, but here comes Vassell back at Bainton. Vassell moves back into position 5 and moves into the final transfer position. Ryan Crowell as well. Oh, he gets into the side of Bainton. Bainton does the 360. 2 to go at the start finish line. This time by, and again we've got Dixon, Vassell side by side. Leader is Hayden Warrington. He's got a comfortable sized lead over Berkeley as they run down into 3 and 4 for the penultimate time. Oh, Vardy into the inside wall, the left front. Got a massive piece of that one. Dixon going to shut the door down into turn number 1 and 2. However, it is Hayden Warrington into 3 and 4 for the final time. Checkered flag. Ready to fly. Hayden Warrington with the win. Second goes to Berkeley. Third, Dixon. Then you go back to Vardy in 4th. Danny Vassell home in 5th. Crowell 6th. Payton, Morrison, and Schultz and Clark both finishing with DNFs there in the opening heat race of the night. A very exciting heat race number 1. We'll see how heat race number 2 can back that up. Let's take a moment now to go trackside to take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Again, 10 more cars lining up on the racetrack for heat number 2. Starting on pole in the 098 car, it's going to be Travis Castagna. On the outside of your front row, car number 31 of Ethan Cooper starts position number 2. Harley Smee, car 57, will start position 3 on the outside of that second row. Car number 71, Gavin Sadler, starts position 4. Position 5 in the 211, Aaron Hatton. He starts up alongside the hectic man himself in the Rush Sim Racing number 66, it's Harry Edwards. Your 4th row inside out of position 7, car number 03, Hayden Pascoe, starts up alongside last week's feature winner from the Kokomo Speedway in the 021 car, Bradley Oldfield, will start position at number 8. And again, your final row inside outside in the 092, Lachlan Horton starts position 9. And on the outside of that 5th and final row in the 042, fresh off a podium from the New Zealand Sim Racing Midget race at Fairbury on Monday night, it's Noah Page out of position number 10. Eight laps on the board once again for the second heat race of the night. Again, 4 heat races. We'll have a C main, a B main. We'll have a warm-up session where we'll chat to a couple of our sponsors and get their thoughts on the racing so far throughout the opening couple of weeks. Of course, 3 weeks completed. That's the pace truck going to move to the infield. Again, you won't see the cars start until the green flag flies. There it is. Green flag is out and right on cue as the drivers make their way down into turn number 1 and 2. 2 and 3 wide already. Look at them nearly go 4 wide. Smee, Sadler, they rub wheels down the back straight away as Harley Smee goes straight to the race lead. Castagna tries to cut underneath. Hatton having some trouble. And here comes Ethan Cooper up on the outside. Edwards tries to stay low through turn number 1 and 2. In fact, he'll move up to the racetrack on the exit of turn number 2. Castagna sits in second position at the moment. There goes Lachlan Horton in the 092 car. There was contact. I in fact missed that. Was just fixing something on the stream. Castagna into the left rear of Aaron Hatton. There goes Hayden Pascoe moving into 6th position. 5th spot, 31 of Ethan Cooper. But have a look at the snap-on 021 machine of Bradley Oldfield. Made his way to position number 4 at the moment. Again, already bagged a good chunk of qualifying points. You get more points for qualifying fastest than what you would do in the heat races by far. And again, all heat races, qualifying and main points are calculated throughout the total of the season. So it doesn't just go on feature race points. It's points gathered up from everything. Of course, that format like the World Series without the bronze, silver and gold shootout. Made it very clear that Harley Smee is not taking any prisoners here tonight in the number 57 car. He will get the popsicle sticks in the air. 2 to go here at the Volusia Speedway Park for round number 2 of your JR Productions and Media Midget Super League. Edwards sits in second position again. He's off a podium from last week, I believe it was, at Kokomo. He ended up finishing 3rd. As the white flag flies, as now he's going to have pressure here from the 211 of Aaron Hatton. Aaron Hatton slides it in deep into turns 1 and 2, however. Won't make any contact. As checkered flag coming, you see the cars coming from the right to the left of the screen. Harley Smith gets the win. Second goes to Harry Edwards. Aaron Hatton in third. Bradley Oldfield fourth. Hayden Pascoe, your fifth and final finisher, and will make the spot and make a transfer position into tonight's A-Main. Ethan Cooper, Travis Castagna, Noah Page, Lachlan Horton, and Gavin Sadler. The 10 cars to compete in heat race number 2. Of course, before we take a look at heat number 3 at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid, a big thanks to our sponsors and partners here at Ultimate Dirt TV. Of course, those wonderful people: Wicked Cushion, 19 Designs, World of Thunder Racing League, National Oval Racing Association, JR Productions and Media, Monsters of Dirt, iRacing, iFlags, and Black Diamond Motorsports. You can check them out on our website. Head over to www.ultimatedirttv.com. You can click on the sponsors tab. Their social media pages are there. And if you want to take a look at their website, click on their image. Let's take a look now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for heat race number 3. Starting on pole, car number 55, and the first time we've seen him this season, Marcus Konietzko will start position 1. Car number 25, Alan Solert will start position number 2. Chris Ansell, the 006, will start position number 3. Out of position 4, car number 4 of Trent Gosley. Inside third row, out of position 5, Callan Arthur in car number 32. Out of position 6, car number 33 of Brett Jr. Morris. Harry Stewart, car number 11, will start position 7. Out of position number 8 in the 097, it's Caden Brown. Out of position number 9, car number 8 of Damien Butler, and the 007, it's not James Bond, however, it is Darryl Kirk who starts position at number 10. This should be an absolute bell ringer. Keep an eye on Brown and Stewart from the 4th row. Brett Jr. Morris, Callan Arthur as well, a couple of notable names buried in the mid-pack of this race. Not so much buried, but he's certainly in the mid-pack. We get set to go green off turn 4, and the green flag flies. Marcus Konietzko and Alan Solert will lead the field down into 1 and 2 for the opening time of 8 laps around the Volusia Speedway Park. Heat number 3 of 4. Konietzko and Solert still run side by side. Look at Gosley, and here comes the black and red number 11 of Harry Stewart. Almost thought he made his way to position 3 just then, but he gets shuffled back. Because look at him, 3 and 4 wide through turn number 1 and 2, if you don't mind, on lap number 2. Volusia Speedway Park playing host to the JR Productions and Media Midget Super League Series. Stewart on the top side. There was contact now between Caden Brown and Marcus Konietzko. Brown worked his way to the bottom side, slider line through turn number 1 and 2. However, Gosley race leader from Brett Jr. Morris in 2nd. 3rd, Harry Stewart. Caden Brown 4th. Now Brown as well, coming off a good run on Monday night in the New Zealand Sim Racing Midget Series, where he picked up the win. Harry Stewart, oh, look out, and he's going to end up getting tagged there by Chris Ansell. Ansell tags the back of Stewart. However, look at Caden Brown. Again, the 097 making his intentions clear. Morris and Brown, they get together on the front straightaway, and Brown from 8th up to position 2nd. So far, the best result from the drivers that started in that 4th row, as Morris put a massive slider on Brown. 5 down, 3 to run. It's not going to be the slider this time from Caden Brown. He's real hard on the brakes going down into turn number 1 and 2. Controlling the bottom side of the racetrack. Into turns 3 and 4 right now. Brown right back through the slick. And that's going to be 2 to run for, I believe, what is the AFSR Australian Midget Fixed Setup Champion in that WP Concreting number 4 machine of Trent Gosley. The white flag flies. Half a mile to run for Gosley to start at a position 3 in tonight's main event. Brown will have one final shot at him. He's a fair way back, so I don't think that shot is going to come into effect. However, he does get a lot closer on the bottom side on the exit of turn 4, but Trent Gosley with the win. Caden Brown second, Brett Jr. Morris third, Harry Stewart back to a respectable 4th place finish. Marcus Kanitzka rounds out your top 5, Alan Solit, Chris Ansell, Daryl Kirk, and of course we go back to Callan Arthur and Damien Butler finishing back on pit road with a DNF, and who was that wrecking in turns 3 and 4. Expect an EOL for one of those drivers. The 4th and final heat race of the night. Alright, let's take a look now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for tonight's 4th and final heat race of the night. Starting on pole in car number 305, that's Thomas Paul. On the outside of the front row, the Dirt Division, car number 17 of Matt Hill starts position 2. Inside, second row, the Pace Syndicate, car number 41, Rush Sim Racing entry, that is James Robbie out of position number 3. The 00, Matt McCutcheon, also in the Rush Sim Racing car, he will start position at number 4. Position 5, going to be the 017 of Dylan DeBono on the outside of that third row, the 003. At a position 6, it's Callum Davidson. Kobe Dent, car number 42, will start position 7. Car number 91 of Jared Steen will start position at number 8. And your 5th and final row in the 015, it's going to be Darren Lord at a position number 9. And the 002 of Billy Heel at a position at number 10. Field makes their way down the back straight away behind the iRacing.com official pace truck. Hello, Rod. How are you, man? Been a while since we've seen you here on UDTV. 6:30 in the morning almost over there. 4th and final heat, another 5 cars into a transfer, or into tonight's A main. Green flag flies, we're underway in our 4th and final heat of the night. Oh, Matt McCutcheon goes upside down. Minimac, not a good start. Thomas Paul got a great launch down the back straight away. Here comes James Robbie up on the inside of the black and blue number 41 machine. Robbie looks to the inside on Thomas Paul, but Paul, they both run the slider line through 1 and 2. DeBono in 3rd. Jared Steen, after 1 lap, has moved up 4 positions up into P4, and he's bringing his teammate with him. The Dirt Division, number 17 of Matt Hill, Kobe Dent, the Indy Race Parts car number 42 car. He works the bottom side through turn number 1 and 2, so the battle is on for the transfer spot between Dent and Matt Hill. Steen down to the inside. He looks for 2 for the price of 1. He will get it in turns 3 and 4. And Jared Steen, just like Caden Brown did in the previous, well, 2 heat races ago, I think it was, he up to position at number 2. Can he go any further? DeBono puts a slider on Robbie. Robbie turns it underneath him. Halfway home, 4 down, 4 to run for your race leader. And then MP Sim Sports 305 car of Thomas Paul. Jared Steen in 2nd. 3rd is, well, it's up for grabs between Dylan DeBono and the 017 car. And James Robbie. Matt Hill still holds down the 5th and final transfer position. Again, Steen driving it down low into turns 1 and 2. By the time, well, turns 1 I should say, by the time he gets to turn 2, it is a monster slider line, and there it is. One more time. Thomas Paul, 2 to run. DeBono still holds on to 3rd, so this track is really starting to widen out. And this might just be the track that produces 3-4 wide racing throughout tonight's 30-lap main event. Robbie went to put the slider there on DeBono, couldn't do it. as here comes Steen once again for the final lap in heat racing competition for tonight's JR Productions and Media Midget Super League. Round number 4. Heat 4, the win is going to go to Thomas Paul. Jared Steen second, Dylan DeBono third, fourth is going to be James Robbie. Matt Hill gets the 5th and final transfer position. You go back to Kobe Dent, Callum Davidson, Darren Lord, the 8th and final finisher. Then you got Billy Hill 1 lap down, and Matt McCutcheon, who unfortunately went upside down in turns number 1 and 2. The lights are on here for tonight's C main, and we are going to chat with a couple of our sponsors after the C and B main. And of course we've got 8 cars in tonight's C main where the top 4 will go through. Now let's take a look at those 8 cars who are going to contest this C main here at the Volusia Speedway Park. Let's take a look now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. So we'll chuck an extra couple of laps from the heat races, and now it's going to be 10 laps to distance here for tonight's C main. As I said, the top 4 will go into the back of tonight's B main. The other 4 drivers, well, their round number 4 campaign will be over. Car number 78, John Schultz, starts on pole position. Lachlan Horton in the 092 car will start position number 2. Callan Arthur, car number 32, will start position 3. The 002 of Billy Hill, he will start position number 4. We go back to the 3rd row inside. Car number 505 out of position 5, it's Nathan Clark. Out of position number 6, car number 71 of Gavin Sadler. Damien Butler in car number 8 will start position at number 7. And the 00 of Matt McCutcheon will line up out of position at number 8. So these are the drivers that finished 9th and 10th. In the opening 4 heat races of the night. The WP Concreting Snap-on 92 machine of Lachlan Horton on the outside of the front row. He's got the Pace Syndicate number 78 car of John Schultz, who starts on pole position. Of course, won't matter if they start inside or outside because the initial start is on the green flag as we get set for 10 laps around the Volusia Speedway Park. We start to eliminate cars from this one. The green flag flies and we are underway here in tonight's C main. Schultz and Arthur going to slide up in front of Horton. Horton gets into the back of him. Now Horton drives around him. Butler and McCutcheon 3 wide down into turn number 3 and 4. And Matt McCutcheon from 8th to position number 4 in 1 lap. And the Ross Sim Racing 00 machine is not taking any prisoners in this C main. Your leader, a couple of Pace Syndicate cars. John Schultz, Nathan Clark run 1 and 2. Then you go back to Lachlan Horton, who rides in the 3rd position. Matt McCutcheon right on the bubble in that 4th and final transfer spot. Got a 1.2 second, make that 1.3 second gap back to Damien Butler in the number 8 machine. But it was McCutcheon who put a slide job there on Horton. Horton crossed back underneath him, but here comes McCutcheon again. No, Horton stays in the gas. And Horton continues his B-main quest, rides in 3rd. You're watching the 505 machine. Nathan Clark on the bottom side. You see the 92 of Lachlan Horton coming in and out of screen. And there's your race leader, the 78 machine of John Schultz, 4 down. And here comes Horton. Now this is going to be a 3-car battle for the race lead down into turn number 1 and 2. Schultz on the top, Clark on the bottom. Through the middle is Horton. Will Clark go for the slide job? No, he's happy and content holding the bottom side of the racetrack. Right, no, he almost got, he may have, that left front may have just sort of clipped the edge of the yellow barrier tyres there on the exit of turn 4. And look at Horton screaming in the 92 car on the top side of the racetrack. It'll be 6 complete this time by with just 4 laps left to run. There goes Horton. He waves goodbye to Nathan Clark. And Clarky, I think it's time, maybe it's wise to get upstairs. He might not feel comfortable upstairs. And now here comes Minimac in the Rush Sim Racing Simworks number 00 machine. still holding down the fourth and final transfer spot. Again, doesn't need to do anything silly. Now these top 4 drivers, they've got a 2-second gap back to our 5th place runner of Callan Arthur, Damien Butler, Billy Hill, Gavin Sadler. Unfortunately, just getting 1 lap in tonight's C main, so a night that Sadler would rather forget. Clark, here goes Minimac with a slide job on Horton. Horton crosses back underneath him, so a good battle once again between 2nd, 3rd and 4th. And I'll tell you what, I'm very impressed with Nathan Clark running the bottom side of the racetrack, hanging with the guys that are just keeping the foot in the bucket. The white flag flies for John Schultz. Horton going to slide up, almost get into the left rear there of Matt McCutcheon. He wisely backs out of the throttle down the back straightaway into corners number 3 and 4. The 4 cars that are going to transfer. John Schultz, 2nd at the line. It's going to be close. I think Nathan Clark just gets there over Matt McCutcheon. He does. Lachlan Horton will grab the 4th and final transfer spot in tonight's B main. Callan Arthur, Damien Butler, Billy Hill, and Gavin Sadler, their quest for success here in round number 4 of your JR Productions and Media Midget Super League is over. We'll see those guys back next week, hopefully. And it is B main time right now for your 4th round of the series and the final 4 cars to make it into tonight's 24 car field. Let's take a look now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Your front row looks like this. In car number 38, the Rush Sim Racing entry of Ryan Crowell will start position number 1. Position 2 going to be car number 31 of Ethan Cooper. Inside second row, car number 25, Alan Solett out of position 3. Out of position 4, car number 42 of Kobe Dent. Position 5 will be the 010 of Lance Bainton. Out of position 6, car number 098 of Travis Castagna. Chris Ansell, the 006, will start position 7. Callum Davidson, the 003, out of position number 8. Position 9 going to be the 97 of Ben Morrison. Noah Page in the 042 will start position 10. Darryl Kirk not here, so we'll just keep reading on the grid as they're meant to line up. Darren Lord in the 015 will start position 12. And then you got your C-Main transferees. John Schultz will now move up to the 11th starting position. Nathan Clark's going to start out of position 14 in the 505. Matt McCutcheon will now move up to the 13th starting position in the 00 car. And Lachlan Horton will round out this 15 car field out of position 16 if you're wondering how that works. Well, Darryl Kirk did not make it for the grid for tonight's B main. So now we have 15 laps on the board. 7.5 miles around this D-shaped of a racetrack of Volusia Speedway Park. Again, once the flagman waves the green flag, this is when the cars get to fire off and the green flag flies and we are underway in tonight's B main. Again, the top 4 will go through, so keep an eye on that one. Oh, we got a car upside down on the back straightaway. Oh no, we've also got one on the inside, Alan Solid. And it's going to be Ryan Crowell who leads lap number 1. Ethan Cooper rides in second, Kobe Dent in third. And now it's really starting to get dicey for that 4th and final transfer spot. Look at Minimac of Matt McCutcheon up to position number 6. He works the outside through turn number 3 and 4 right now. The 006 of Chris Ansell, the black, orange and white machine just in front of him, Matt McCutcheon. Oh, it was Ansell who got a little out of shape. And Minimac, I'm not sure whether he backed out of the throttle or stayed in it. But in the end, the 00 car gives a little bit of a nudge to the 006 again. Ansell was very loose as Bainton slides up in front of Callum Davidson. John Schultz starting to make his way through the field as well. And oh, we almost got into the side and Bainton gets up on 2 wheels. Bainton and Schultz, they're rubbing wheels down the back straight away, and they've done well. They've done very well, I must say, to keep those cars on all fours. As there goes the slider from Cooper on Dent. Dent going to try the low side down the back straight away. We will complete 1/3 of the race, 1/3 of the race distance as Dent slides up in front of Cooper, and McCutcheon, again, very cautious on trying to get through this traffic right now. Again, he's got himself a spot in tonight's main event. How far does he want to push that 00 machine? McCutcheon will stay down low through turn number 1 and 2. We start lap number 7 of 15, and well, Kobe Dent is now on the bubble. Lachlan Horton making some noise as well as he's moved up to position 6. Make that 5 as he gets around the outside of Callum Davidson. So the 92 machine, one spot out of a transfer, looking to duplicate what the 00 of Matt McCutcheon is doing. Although he's not near the front right now, but McCutcheon just rolls the bottom side trying to get by Ethan Cooper in the number 31 machine. Kobe Dent, the 42, was Ryan Crowell absolutely blitzing this field by 2.3 seconds. He's just annihilating the competition in tonight's B main. Of course, he did have a head start on the likes of Matt McCutcheon and Lachlan Horton, who, again, on the outside looking in by 1 position, the 42 of Kobe Dent. He is clinging to that final straw, that final position. He is hanging on by a thread. He will slide up in front of Horton. Horton thought about going on the outside, and we get on the outside now. Going down into 1 and 2. 10 down, 5 to run. Ryan Crowell has got this all but sewed up. Matt McCutcheon as well looked pretty good, as he's taken 0.3 of a second off that lead, as Kobe Dent going to run the slider line through turn number 3 and 4. And right now, if I'm Ryan Crowell, I am not looking down at the relative. I'm just trying to concentrate on hitting my marks, because I wouldn't like to see the 00 pick up half a second in 2 laps. And it is scary, frightening for the likes of Ryan Crowell. But however, change for the 4th and final transfer position. Kobe Dent falls back to position 5. And Lachlan Horton, he's had his wheat picks tonight. He's just got up on the wheel, and now he's moved into 4th position. He's just got a couple of laps to hang on to. And again, this time now down to 1.4 seconds between your race leader, Ryan Crowell, and Matt McCutcheon. But I think time will run out for the driver of the 00 machine, as the white flag flies here for Ryan Crowell. In fact, we're going to have a chat with Ryan Crowell as well and get a fair idea of what what Rush Sim Racing is all about. And of course, try and chat to Matt Hill as well, as the checkered flag flies. Ryan Crowell with the win. 2nd goes to Matt McCutcheon. 3rd going to be Ethan Cooper. And Lachlan Horton had his wheat picks tonight. He's moved. He's either at the alphabet soup. He will get position at number 4. 5th is going to go to Kobe Dent, Callum Davidson, Nathan Clark, John Schultz, Darren Lord, and Lance Paynton. Your top 10. And of course, Noah Page, Chris Ansell, Alan Solet, Castagna, Morrison, and with Kirk with a DNS. Alright, this will give us a perfect opportunity right now to hopefully chat to a couple of these drivers. We're going to try and chat with I'm not sure where Ryan is, but let's bring in the driver of the number 17 car of Matt Hill. And obviously just get a quick word from one of our sponsors here. Matt, welcome into the Ultimate Dirt TV booth. Transferred straight into the main event tonight, so you've got to be pleased about that result. That's one ticked off the bucket list so far for tonight.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't usually make him first go, so yeah, happy to be in the main event for that.
All right, now, of course, the reason why we brought you in here, you're one of our sponsors here at the Midget Super League with the series. First of all, how long have you been sim racing, and what are you making iRacing so far with the Midget series?
Since 2017. Signed up as soon as I heard they were bringing dirt in, or they just brought in dirt. And yeah, I've never driven a midget or a sprint car in my life, but I'm guessing this is, or I'm hearing this is about as realistic as you can get. So, but yeah, besides all that, I'm loving it. I get on here for fun. I'm not here for as Alan says, racing for sheep stations. But you know, I'm just out here having a good time, learning from the best guys out here, and yeah, just having a laugh.
You said you haven't stepped into a real car. Now, come on, we all know that the fender benders are the penultimate class in the speedway scene down here in Sydney. What was it like getting your first run just this last Saturday gone?
Yeah, it was fun, man. I got some buddies that let me jump into their car and took it out on the track. The first 2 laps, I sort of took it easy. I didn't want to hurt it any more than it has been hurt over the years. And after 2 laps, I went, oh, this feels exactly like the street stocks in iRacing. So I just did what I normally do and kept my foot flat on the floor. And yeah, actually, kept up with the guys who've been doing it for a while and had a great time doing that as well. Hopefully the weather holds up for this Saturday, and I'll be racing out there on Saturday night.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, I don't like your chances. But going back to while you're here, Dirt Division, just explain quickly what that is before we get set for the main event, and what you're doing and how people can find you on the social media pages.
Yeah, it started off it was just a division of my sign company where I was going to be doing motocross stickers, and it just sort of evolved into doing paints for iRacing, and it's going to evolve again into basically a simulator hiring company. I'm going to be building a second simulator out of a sprint car, and trying to hire both of them out.
All right, just quickly, where can people find you on social media?
dirtdivision.com.au, and that'll take you straight to my Facebook page, and I've got a Twitter and Instagram and all the other bells and whistles as well.
All right, well, good luck in the main event, and never know where you're going to end up in this one. Thanks for your time, Matt.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
There we go, Matt Hill there. One of the sponsors here at the Midget Super League. Of course, the Dirt Division guy. Now, we didn't have a chance to chat with Ryan, so hopefully he's floating about somewhere after the race. Let's take a look now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for tonight's 30-lap main event for round number 4 of your JR Productions and Media Midget Super League. Starting on pole, car number 70, Hayden Warrington. On the outside of the front row, it's going to be Harley Smee. Second row, inside and outside, Trent Gosley out of position 3, Thomas Paul out of position number 4. Position 5 going to be Joel Berkeley. Harry Edwards will start position 6, Caden Brown out of position 7, and Jared Steen lines up out of position number 8. Position 9 going to be Jacob Dixon, Aaron Hatton out of position number 10, Brett Jr. Morris out of position 11, and lining up out of position 12, it's Dylan DeBono. Position 13 will be Trent Varney. Bradley Oldfield will start position number 14. Harry Stewart lines up out of position 15, with James Robbie starting position number 16. Position 17 is going to be Danny Vassell, Hayden Pascoe out of position 18. 19th will be Marcus Konitska, and Matt Hill will line up out of position number 20. Your 21st, 23rd, 21, 22, 23 and 24 stars are from your B main. Ryan Crowell will start position number 21 with Matt McCutcheon out of position 22. Ethan Cooper and Lachlan Horton will make up the final row here in this 24-car field. 30 laps will be the distance. Rodney, we've seen some pretty good racing so far. Who is going to take out round number 4? Will we see our first repeat winner of the series? Technically 3 races in the series, and we have had 3 different winners. Who is going to victory lane here tonight at the Volusia Speedway Park? We get set for 30 laps on the board. Your JR Productions and Media Midget Super League main event. Let's get dirty for 30. We are green here at Volusia. Drivers go high and low through turn number 1 and 2. So far, It is clean down into turn number 3 and 4 for the opening time tonight. Oh, Gosley, Berkeley, Gosley. Oh no, Thomas Paul upside down in the 305 machine. We'll take a look now at your wicked cushion instant replay. Well, let me say that is one way to make the highlights packages. Look, here he is in the MP Sim Sports number 305 machine. He just caught the wall and went upside by himself. Now, I believe there was problems here with Matt Hill. Let's take a look and see what happened. The driver of the number 17 car. Oh, he was just trying to stop us. I believe that was Harry Stewart who was involved in an incident. Oh, Vassal just caught a piece of that tyre there. So watch the 97 end. Just that left front tyre just moves up the racetrack just a little bit. And of course Harry Stewart there. Nowhere to go on that exchange. We take a look at your Black Diamond Motorsports onboard cameras. And I'll tell you who got caught up involved in that one was, I believe, Marcus Kanitska in the 55 machine again. He was nowhere to go. And then there was Matt Hill as well coming in there late in that one. Again, a couple of drivers that had nowhere to go. So we've lost James Robbie, Marcus Kanitska and Thomas Paul early on in this one. As you come back to live pitches, Brown's your pick. Well, that's a very solid pick. I think Berkeley might have something to say about that one. I think Harley Smee and Hayden Warrington will also have something to say about that as well, as the lights will go out on the iRacing.com pace truck. 5 down, 25 to run. Green flag this time by. Now these restarts are on the leaders. So as soon as that pace car has touched the infield, it will be Hayden Warrington's race to start. Now, he picked up a win at Lanier, I believe it was in round number 1. So here he goes, gets on the throttle. We're back underway. Look at Brown going straight to the cushion into turn number 1 and 2. Wasting no time and getting to the top side. We've got one car around. Jacob Dixon, I believe that might have been. He's falling rapidly down through this field. Brown comes off the cushion, down the racetrack into Junior Morris. The 66, I almost thought it almost looked like the 00 of Matt McCutcheon, but it is a 66 as the yellow flag. It will fly once again. And we'll see who this is. Just trying to find out who that was. I believe it might be for Bradley Oldfield. No, it's not Oldfield. We're just trying to go back through the field. Or Lachlan Horton there. That's the reason we found it. The 92 machine. Oh, just... It was, in fact, the 03 of Pasco, who was slowing down the front straightaway. See what happened to Pasco. Just got into the... where the Hatton came up there. Hatton definitely came up and maybe left no room for Hayden Pasco, and Lachlan Horton got the rough end of that stick. As your wicked cushion instant replay is done, we come back to live pitches. Harley Smee now, of course, a yellow inside of a lap. Drivers at the moment, single file. Of course, so we have back-to-back cautions. They will go single file. They'll also go single file in the final 10 laps. So indeed they will go single file. In fact, we get the broadcast up on our phone. Seems like that we are dropping a few frames here and there. As the green flag flies, Harley Smee or Berkeley almost caught the inside wall. There's Harry Edwards restarting in 6th position again. Caden Brown straight to the top shelf. In turns 1 and 2, we've got one car around, and it might be, this time it is going to be Bradley Oldfield in the snap-on number 21 machine. We'll take a look here at your wicket cushion instant replay. Right on the restart in turns number 1 and 2. I'm not sure whether he did this on his own. Yeah, just, oh, in fact, checked up just a little bit. Gosley, who it was, he got into the, almost got into the side of the Burke and came down. Morris had to check up. Morris just the innocent party in that one, but of course also Bradley Oldfield as well. He was the one that went around. So we had some good racing in the heat races, and now we get this in tonight's main event. Boys, let's try and clean it up a bit, eh? It's nothing worse than having a 30-lap feature and only running 15 of the laps. Alright, so now Smee is going to tighten it up, which is, well, you meant to keep within 1 second of the pace truck. As we are set to drop the green flag this time by, we are set to drop the hammer. Pace truck is off. Smee can go any time from now. We're almost at the halfway stage of this race. 14 down, 16 to go. We start lap number 15 as they go down into turn number 1 and 2. Berkeley, Brown on the top shelf. Warrington down low. Warrington into the side of Smee. And that might be the opportunity for Berkeley. He was on the cushion through turns 3 and 4, and Smee slid up and took that line away. Berkeley stays low down into 1 and 2. Smee on the top side. Brown on the top side as well. Berkeley to the race lead down the back straight away. He got the drive on the bottom side on the exit of turn number 2. Oh, Caden Brown, where's he gone? Oh no, car into the inside wall, 360, Hayden Warrington. This is going to trigger the yellow. Again, it's another single car incident. And Hayden Warrington putting it into the inside tyres. And again, we'll take a look here at your wicked cushion instant replay. So we get a real close-up of this. In fact, we'll take a look at your Black Diamond Motorsports onboard cameras. Oh, just very little in it. Like, it was absolutely nothing in it. Again, we'll take a look here at the driver of the number 70 machine who started on the opening couple of rows. In fact, he started on pole. There you go. Just that left front catching the tyre. And I believe Edwards, who also got a piece of that one. Yes, I believe that was Edwards who got a little chunk of that. So right now we are looking above the racetrack, looking at our field, of course. Berkeley, your new race leader. Yes, we're going to have 10 to go. So I wouldn't be surprised if we stay single file for the rest of the night, considering that we are coming up to It looks like the field will stay single file. We're coming up to 10 to go this time by. The final 10 laps upon us here at the Volusia Speedway Park. There it is, pace truck is in, Berkeley gets on the gas, see the flagman waving the green flag. Harley Smee in second, Brett Junior Morris third, fourth, Caden Brown, Trent Vardy, they race side by side, Aaron Hatton in sixth, but look at Minimac on the outside as we are quickly back under the yellow flag here, and this could be Ryan Crowell. As we take a look now at your Wicked Cushion instant replay, I can confirm the 38th of Ryan Crowell, the Rossum Racing entry. He was just went all by, he was going by himself, he was going to that outside wall. Again, just in these slick conditions. And of course the 017 of Dylan DeBono, nowhere to go on that exchange. As take a look, as so back up towards the front of the field again, the drivers on the 2 to green signal. Berkeley now with these cautions coming out. Well, that's 3 less laps that he has to run under the green flag conditions. Lights out, we'll have 6 to go. We'll see if we can get these final 6 laps in. Of course, green white checkers on as well, so if we get a yellow inside of the final 4 or 3 laps, we will have a green white checker. We'll have a couple attempts to finish this one under the green flag conditions. Pace truck to the infield this time by. Berkeley, Smee, Morris, your top 3. Then you go back to Caden Brown and Trent Vardy. The green flag flies. We are underway. And we are already under yellow. And I can tell you right now, race control, I'm not going to be too excited about that one. Hayden Pascoe, the 03 machine. So we'll take this opportunity right now just to pay a bill.
The time for talk is finally finished. Because it's time to saddle up Mount Gambier, because here we go.
Fari back upstairs. Oh, McFadden on the back wheels.
Slingshots out at 2 wheel to wheel. He's on the outside of J-Mac.
Here comes TVG. Slide job on pit. Inside, also Michael Code in the 51. Inside he goes on Stansfield. So it's all rocking and rolling through turn 4. Nicola leads where Alex...
As they come on turn number 2, Jenny line out, sneaks through the low side of nearly into turn 3.
Stephen Lyons is the king. He wins the challenge.
Welcome you back to Ultimate Dirt TV for your JR Productions and Media Midget Super League, round number 4 here at the Volusia Speedway Park. Just 1 mile to run when we get the green flag this time by. And it is Joel Berkeley who sits now in what would be 8 turns away from victory lane here on the front straightaway. Berkeley looking to put the curse of the Volusia Speedway Park behind him here as the green flag flies for hopefully what is the final restart. Berkeley, Smee, Morris through 1 and 2. Smee's got to run down the back straightaway. Here comes Morris as well. They both go low. Going low is Caden Brown as well. Smee with a slide job on Berkeley. The white flag is out. Final time. We race it to the start-finish line. 3 wide. Morris with a double slide job. 2 for 1. Berkeley up on the inside. Morris leads down the back straightaway for the final time. Here in the JR Productions and Media Midget Super League. Berkeley's coming. Berkeley sticks it on the top shelf. Win it or bring it, the mentality for Joel Berkeley. Brett Junior Morris comes home in first position. Second, gonna be Harley Smee. Caden Brown will grab third. Trent Varney fourth. Harry Edwards will round out your top 5. Aaron Hatton, Matt McCutcheon, Jared Steen, Danny Vassell, Bradley Oldfield will come home in position number 10. Berkeley will grab 11th upside down across the line. Harry Stewart, Matt Hill, Trent Gosley, Dylan DeBono, Hayden Pascoe, Lachlan Horton, Jacob Dixon, Ryan Crowell, Hayden Warrington, Thomas Paul, James Robbie, Marcus Kanitzka, and Ethan Cooper. Let's take a look now at your Wicked Cushion instant replay at that final lap between Berkeley and Morris. And boy, oh boy, if you didn't like that one, I don't know what to tell you. Just look at the top of the screen. Let's go to the start-finish line. Have a look at Berkeley just roll it on the top. And Smee and Brown will get there. Once again, let's take a look from the onboard cameras. Get ready to hang on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen. Here it is, the final couple of turns. He thought about cutting underneath, but you know what? I'm going to take what I can get. And you're about to see Berkeley. There he is, come across the line, being hit from pillar to post. But congratulations goes to the driver of the number 33 machine of Brett Junior Morris. Alright, let's take a look now at your top 3. We'll chat to Brett Junior Morris, Harley Smee, and Caden Brown. We'll bring in Brett Junior Morris first. No, in fact, you know what? We're going to start with third place of Caden Brown. And Caden, congratulations on this third place run here tonight. Again, another podium in the Midget. Oh, you certainly you're finding some good form as of late.
Yeah, thank you, Brett. I think the track was actually really good. The bottom and the top were both quite fast. It just sucks that we didn't get that many green flag laps, but I think the finish was quite close there from what I was seeing. I couldn't see much to my outside. I was just focusing on my own race, but yeah, all in all, I think if there was a few more green flag laps, it would have been a much better race.
How frustrating is it as a driver, you know, when you're up near the front and you know, you get those sort of 1, 2, 3 laps in, and the yellow consistently keeps coming out and just sort of takes away from the fact that, you know, you guys are meant to have 30 laps and not say, you know, 10 or 12.
Yeah, it sucks, but I think that's racing. I think I would have been better on the top if I got 10 laps in a row, but unfortunately I didn't go that way, so I just stuck to the bottom in the last couple of laps because I think the bottom in a short span time was probably the fastest way around, so yeah, just stuck to that.
All right, well, congratulations on your third place run here tonight. We'll let you get out of here and celebrate, but of course, before we do, we'll throw the mic back to you one final time. Who gets done on the outside of the number 97 machine?
Yeah, like I said the other night, I'd just like to thank all the boys at SRT Racing. They're an awesome bunch to race with and it's super fun. And just like to thank our sponsors, MG Contracting and Slider Eye Racing Events.
All right, congratulations there goes to Caden Brown, who finishes in third. We'll chat to the driver that comes home in second place here tonight in the number 57 machine of Harley Smee. Harley, you got a copy?
Yeah.
Hey man, second place run here tonight. You were up the front. You started up near the front. You had a pretty good race for those not so many laps that you guys got at the start and throughout the whole race. But, you know, second place, you can't complain about this one tonight.
Yeah, I fluked that. I don't know how I got that, but, you know, I'll take it. It was good.
Obviously, getting the win in your heat race gave you a outside front row starting position in the main event. Do you think that was key and very critical towards seeing how this race sort of played out in the main event?
With all the cautions, it was pretty handy.
All right, well, congratulations on the second place run here tonight. Any sponsors, any shout outs you'd like to give while we got you on air?
No, I'm good. Cheers.
Seems like a man of few words, as we're going to chat to the winner here tonight in cut number 33. We'll make sure this is BJM. Brett, you got a copy?
Yep.
Hey man, congratulations on the win. It was last couple of laps were pretty wild to say the least, and talk about how you're able to come across the line in first place.
Yeah, and definitely took advantage on that last restart when Joel and I think it was Harley Smee were battling it out, and then I just kind of rolled the bottom and then just threw a slider on the last lap and managed to get the lead, and then blocked the bottom on the next corner, and then I think Joel tried to go around the outside of me and biked up on the cushion. So that definitely helped, and it's good to get a win finally. Just been finishing fourth lately, so haven't been able to get on the podium, but it's good to finally get a win.
Finally get the monkey off your back in the new Rush Sim Racing paint scheme. This track tonight was very slick from top to bottom. There was a cushion to lean on, but again, there was a bottom, especially coming out of turn 2 and down the back straightaway. How did you see this racetrack sort of playing out from the laps that you guys got in?
I definitely like the slick tracks better than the takey tracks, and especially when it gets real tough like this. It really brings out the drivers who can hang on, and you either roll the bottom. It's not easy to roll the bottom here because you hit the inside wall or bike up on the cushion. So it's always good fun running these events because it always goes real slick because a good car count. So it's always good fun.
All right, well, congratulations on the win here in round number 4 of the series. We'll let you get out of here and celebrate, but before we do, of course, sponsor shout-outs, all that good stuff. Who makes it happen for you?
Yeah, obviously just a big shout-out to Ryan from Rush Sim Racing. He was running tonight, and he ended up winning the B main, so he was pretty excited about that. So it's always good fun to run with him and be a part of this team. So and obviously Harry as well for making all the new skins. I think they're pretty cool. So
Thanks, Brett.
Tell Harry he's a flog.
Yeah, and obviously just cheers to everyone from MSL and you for putting on the stream. And it's always good to watch back. And just cheers, thank you.
All right, there we go. Brett Junior Morris there, home in first place. That'll wrap us up here from the Volusia Speedway Park for round number 4 of your JR Productions and Media Midget Super League. Brett Junior Morris, Harley Smee, Caden Brown, your top 3. And of course, big thanks to everybody that turned up here tonight. Again, another full server. 40 cars took to the racetrack for heat racing competition. But in the end, it was Brett Junior Morris who come away victorious and making it, I believe, that's 4 different winners in the opening 4 weeks. Of course, a big thanks to JR Productions and Media, TXR Engineering, Rush Sim Racing and Dirt Division for their support here with the Midget Super League. And of course, our sponsors here at Ultimate Dirt TV, you can find them on our website. Head over to www.ultimatedirttv.com. And of course, big thanks to Wicked Cushion, 19 Designs, World of Thunder iRacing League, National Oval Racing Association, JR Productions and Media, Monsters of Dirt, iRacing iFlags, and Black Diamond Motorsports. On behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV, the management behind the scenes, we say farewell and good night from Volusia.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.